OP starts at point A. He walks on a bearing of 070 degrees for 5 kilometers, arriving at point B. He then walks 12 kilometers on a bearing of 160 to point C. We want to draw a diagram to show the information. I'm going to do it in the space on the right of the screen so that I can draw a fairly big diagram. So we're going to start him at point A, and he's going to walk 070 degrees, so this would be 70 degrees, and he's going to go for 5 kilometers, and he'll arrive then at point B, and I'm going to put another north at B, and he's then going to walk on a bearing of 160, which is down this way, to point C, and that distance is 12 kilometers, and we know that this angle here is 160, and then we can see that that's where he is from the start. We're asked to find the distance of C from A, so the length of the line I've drawn in yellow. Now, north lines are parallel, and therefore this angle just here must be 110 degrees. Angles around a point add to 360. 360 take away 110, take away 160, leaves me with 90 degrees. So what I have is a right-angled triangle, a RAT. And that means that we can find D using Pythagoras' theorem. D squared would be 5 squared plus 12 squared, which is 25, add 144, which is 169, which means that D is the square root of 169, which is 13. So we know that D is 13 kilometers. We then want to find the bearing of point C from point A. That means that the angle that we want is this angle here. We already know this one is 70. So if we can calculate this angle, we can give that bearing. So let's call the angle here X. That would make this side the opposite and this side the adjacent. Therefore, I can use SOHCAHTOA, opposite and adjacent, means the tan. So the tan of the angle X is equal to the length of the opposite, which is 12, over the length of the adjacent, which is 5. So X is going to be the inverse tan of 12 over 5. So we'll do inverse tan, 12 over 5 is 67.4 degrees. And therefore the bearing is going to be, we need to add the 70 degrees to that angle, as we discussed earlier. And we'll call it 137.4 degrees. You can give decimals, but you still have to give 3 figures at the beginning. On what bearing should OP walk to return directly from C to A? So let's put a north line here, and OP is going to need to walk on this bearing along the yellow line. Now, this north up here and this north up here, or down there, they are parallel like all north lines, and the angle here is 160. Co-interior angles means that this angle here is 20 degrees. Now we know that this angle is 67.4 degrees, and that means that we can find this angle just here. Because it's in a right angled triangle, 67.4 plus that angle must be 90. So in other words, that one is 90 take away 67.4, which is 22.6. So the bearing that we want, this angle here, is 360 take away these two angles. So that's 360 take away 20, take away 22.6, giving us 317.4 degrees.